Hi guys, how's it going? My name is Anife. For those of you that don't know me, for those of you that do, hello, welcome back. Thank you for joining me again. As I'm sure you can tell by the title of today's video, this is going to be a no makeup look. Don't be fooled though, it's still gonna be very much full glam. I am a full glam kind of gal. It's the kind of makeup where like it is very much full glam, but to people who don't know that much about makeup, it doesn't look like that much. And I say that because I was wearing this exact look at work the other day and someone came up to me and really said, "Wow, you look so pretty when you're not wearing makeup." I'm still wearing a lot of makeup, but again, looks natural. And that's what I'm going to teach you guys to do today, so let's get started. I've already done skincare, went in with moisturizer. Today's choice was this INNISFREE Dewy Glow Jelly Cream. I actually might apply a little bit more just so you guys can see. I really like the texture. It's like in the name, it's very jelly. And I also like this because it provides a nice tacky base for my makeup. It's almost 7 p.m. so I'm going to skip sunscreen, but during the day, this is when I would apply it. Right after moisturizer, but before makeup. I've been loving the ELTA MD tinted sunscreen lately. We're just going to let that dry down, sink into the skin, but like I said, it's very tacky, which is a good like primer for makeup. And I just love this pretty little pink packaging. I'm actually following up with the LANEIGE and they're just so cute together. Okay, that's dried down. Like I said, I follow it up with the LANEIGE Glowy Makeup Primer. If you have not tried this, I am begging you, please go get it. It is incredible. Like, it has truly changed my makeup game. I feel like it just provides such a beautiful base for my makeup. Like, it truly makes it look like skin. Just so radiant, never patchy. It's so good. This makeup look is very skin focused. It's very minimal eye makeup. And then the skin just looks beautiful, perfect, flawless. So you really want to choose your foundation wisely. I'm going to be using the DIOR AirFlash today. I just like for my skin to look flawless, and this is a full coverage foundation that looks very skin-like. And it still provides me with full coverage because I do have a lot of blemishes that I need to cover up. People always tell me not to spray it directly on my skin and to spray it on a brush instead, but believe me, I've tried every technique there is and this is the one that works best for me. It just provides me with the fullest coverage and I just really like the finish. So yeah, I just like to spray it on and then use a dense brush to buff that out. This is a BK Beauty 101 brush. Sometimes when necessary, I will go in with that technique as well. Typically I like to do that for my nose just so I'm not like spraying directly onto the middle of my face. I'll also use this method if I've already went in with like 2 layers and like it's still not covering up what I want it to. Just because when you're spraying it, it kind of goes everywhere, but this is more like focused on one area. Okay, now I'm going to go in with concealer and I'm just going to apply a little bit under my eye. Honestly, don't need too much. A little bit on my chin, and then we're gonna do my forehead as well, just to also cover this blemish here. I'm gonna put a little bit on the tip of my nose and on the bridge. I honestly feel like that should be enough. Now I'm gonna let that sit for a little bit and then bronze with a cream bronzer. This is the REFY cream bronzer in the shade Sand, and I'm just picking that up on the REFY dual-ended brush. As always, we're just patting that into the skin with a brush. And I really love this product. It blends out beautifully and it adds such a nice warmth to my face. I'm going to blend it out with a sponge. If you didn't know this already, bronzing is not contouring, so we're gonna go in with contour as well. And I'm just gonna use a tiny little bit of product. I don't want too crazy of a contour. Just to explain the difference to you guys quickly. Contour is always like cool toned. It's meant to sculpt your face, whereas bronzer just brings back the warmth to your face. I always like to blend out the Charlotte Tilbury ones with a brush. I just feel like a sponge picks up way too much product. If I ever find that my contour lines are a little bit too heavy, I just like to take a foundation brush and like blend that out. Okay, my concealer's been setting for a while. What I'm gonna do is just take some setting spray and spray that. Now we're gonna blend out the concealer. I've been obsessed with using this sponge for my concealer. It's got this like microfiber texture, which just makes my skin look airbrushed. It's amazing. And I really take my time blending that into the skin. I just really want to make sure it's blended to perfection. Okay, everything's blended out besides the nose contour and highlight, so let's do that. I'm just using an angled brush to blend that out. This is a BK Beauty 205 brush. I just find it's really easy because of the angle. It just contours my nose perfectly. And like with everything, we're just patting that into the skin. I honestly think I applied too much on my nose, so I'm just gonna use my fingers and kind of try to tap that out. With the angled brush again. Finger blend again. And you know what? Let's also take that under the eyes. Okay, I've been loving this blush lately. The color is just beautiful. Let me show you. This is the REFY Cream Blush, and this is in the shade Rose. I've cleaned off the brush from earlier, and I'm just using that to apply the cream blush as well. And I'm just patting that onto my cheekbones. I just really, really love this shade of pink. I think it's so beautiful and it works perfectly for this look we're going for. I'm just gonna take my sponge and kind of pat that into the skin. Taking a little bit more blush, I'm gonna apply some right here and then on my nose. I just feel like it gives you a really cute, like, sun-kissed look. I'm not gonna powder completely right now. I am just gonna go in under my eyes though with this One Size powder. This is the Turn Up the Base Versatile Foundation Powder in the shade Fair 3N, and I'm just taking that on an Amazon powder puff and rolling that onto my under eye. Now I'm just patting a little bit. I'm gonna highlight a little bit as well to give me like a glass skin look. This is the REFY Topaz Gloss Highlighter, and I'm just gonna warm it up on the back of my hand. Oh my god, I love the consistency. And just pat it into my skin. So pretty. I do have kind of a lot left over, so I'm just going to apply it on my collarbones, and then let's do a little bit right here. Oh, that is gorgeous. Okay, and now we're gonna go in with more powder because while I do want this to look very radiant and natural, I have really oily skin and it's hot as hell outside, so we got a set. Powder of choice today is the Givenchy Prisme Libre in the shade Voile Rose. And with the powder puff, I'm just applying that anywhere I applied concealer. I also like to get my smile lines and my mustache. I'm gonna take a tiny bit of powder on a brush and just kind of set the rest of my face as well. Really just a tiny, tiny amount. This is the softest brush in the world. I want to warm up my face a little bit more, so I'm going to go in with a powder bronzer. This is Benefit Hoola Caramel, and I'm just taking that on a fluffy brush. I'm also going to pick up a little bit on a blending brush and kind of work that into my crease. I'm blending the product up into my temples as well. This gives me a really nice lift. And then I'm just going to kind of bring it down to my nose contour as well. I will of course be setting my cream blush with the powder as well. This is the Persona Super Blush in the shade Georgia. And I'm just patting this into the skin with a smaller brush right over where I applied that cream blush. Powders are done, which means I'm going to go in with another layer of setting spray. I really drench my face because I applied a lot of powder and this just like helps it melt into the skin. You can wait for this to dry down, or I just like to carefully pat everything in with my sponge. Oh, looks so good. I am just going to take a little bit of this powder and apply it to my lids just so that they don't crease, because I'm not going to put on any eyeshadow or anything. Okay, time for brows. Before I get into that though, I'm just going to take a little tiny cotton pad with some micellar water and just kind of clean out any product that might be in my brows because they're looking a little bit gray. Okay, I've just cleaned them and now we're going to brush them out. I have so many brow products that I love, but this is always my go-to. This is the NYX Lift and Snatch Brow Tint Pen in the shade Ash Brown. And I'm just going to use that to make my brows a little bit fuller. And I also like to draw on my brow tail a little bit higher to kind of lift my face. We do still want to keep this very natural, so I'm very light-handed with the hair strokes. Now to set this strong brow in place, I'm going to go in with the Benefit 24-Hour Brow Setter. I love this stuff. Honestly, when I use it, my brows do not move. Okay, now I really don't want to go crazy with lashes, so I'm going to do a very, very light coat. I'm using the Max Stack Mascara, and I'm applying a very light layer on the outer corner of my eye, and then focusing most of the product in the inner corner. And I'm actually doing that because I want to go in with a very light, natural half lash. The lashes of choice are the Ardell Wispies. I'm actually just going to use one of these and cut it in half and just use each half for each eye. You can see that both ends of the eyelash are shorter, so it works. I'm just going to cut that right down the middle. This is my favorite lash glue. It's the Kiss Strip Lash Adhesive. I'm just taking a little bit on the brush. I'm just going to place that on the outer corner, and then I'm going to apply some to the lash as well. While that's drying down, I'm going to start on lips. I'm just going to clean any foundation off. I feel like I've used so much REFY in this video, but I've just been obsessed with them lately. This is the Lip Sculpt favorite lip liner ever, just super long wearing. I'm using the shade Taupe, and I'm going to start overlining my lips. Obsessed with this color, and I don't really use the brow setter on the bottom. I feel like I don't really need to. Like, it lasts a really long time without it. Okay, let's pop on these lashes. I'm just gonna blend them together with a little bit more mascara. Look how good that looks. It's like very natural, but still gives my face a little bit of a lift. And I'm not going to do lipstick. I'm just going to go in with a lip oil. This is the DIOR lip oil in the clear shade. It just looks really pink because I've applied it on top of pink lips before. Oh, I love it. It lasts a really long time and it's so hydrating. It really took me a long time to get it. I felt like, oh, people are just doing it because it's DIOR. It's not that good, but it is that good. And this is actually the finished look. I have been obsessed with this lately. Let me know what you guys think. I know it's kind of still a lot of products and a lot of makeup for a no makeup look, but like, you know what I mean? Like, it just looks so good. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. It helps me out a lot. Feel free to leave me a comment down below. I love chatting with you guys in the comments. If you liked this vibe, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.